Well, I think more women don't run for office for a number of reasons that are fixable. The biggest reason women don't run for office, if you ask potential candidates, is raising money. Women just in American society, unfortunately, don't have the same access to capital and cash as men do, and they either think they can't or they actually can't raise the amount of money. So campaign finance at the local, state, and federal level will really open up the field for more women to run for office. The other reason I think more women, another thing that could help more women run for office is if more women came together to support each other. You know, the late Geraldine Ferraro was famous in New York. When you ran for office as a woman, won or lost, she would call you after the election and take you out for a meal. And that kind of support and community makes a big difference. And I think we as women, elected officials, government officials, activists, etc., need to commit to create more of that for the next generation of women. You know, I think the future for women in politics or in government is one where we should be grateful for the success we're having, but not satisfied. Because although we are, God willing, just a stone's throw away from a woman in the White House, if you look at our overall performance as a country, in Congress, the Senate, in state legislatures, in city halls, we're doing far worse than the rest of the world. And in fact, our international ranking as it relates to women representation has decreased in recent years, not gone up. So this is an area where we need to really focus and double down. And it matters because local governments, from my perspective and everybody's, are critically important to the day-to-day life of Americans. But also, if you don't have a bench, you're not going to have women who are able to run for Congress and the United States Senate and the White House. So it all comes together. So when we have a woman president, that's going to be enormous. And it's going to shatter maybe the ultimate glass ceiling. And it's going to be transformative because now every time a girl turns the TV on and sees the president giving a press conference, she is going to know that she can be the president. Because it's often said, if you can't see it, you don't know that you can be it. So we need to seize this moment of transformation to bring more women in at local levels as well, because we're not doing as well as the world, and you can't be the best country in the world and be so far behind. We're like 72 or something internationally as it relates to women's representation. It's just embarrassing. Well, my study group is on Tuesdays at 4 o'clock. Among other reasons they should attend my study group is last Tuesday we played a game, Breaking the Barrier Bingo, Justice Jeopardy, Equality Wheel of Fortune, and there was chocolate-related prizes. Not just if you got it right, you got more chocolate, but if you tried, you also got chocolate. But on a more serious, and that's a critical issue to remember for campaigns. Snack food is very important to a successful campaign and having volunteers, so let me be clear about that. But on a more serious or equally serious note, I hope students will come to my study group where we're focusing on the particular challenges for being a first in elected life and government. I want students to come, particularly, everybody's welcome, but particularly women and LGBT students, because if we don't know what our history is, we won't, A, learn from our mistakes, and B, we won't know how strong the foundation that's been created for us is. So I hope students will come so they can learn about their history, honor it, but also be inspired to themselves become part of the process that will break more barriers, elect more women, elect more LGBT people, make government more diverse, which by definition makes government better.